Hello, everyone. Welcome to OPI's Tech Talk. My name is Sigourney Nunez, and I'm part of the OPI education team. Today, I'm super excited to welcome our very own Darlene Cedarpan, who's going to be showing us beautiful holiday glitter nails. I would love to know where y'all are tuning in from, and of course, if you have any questions for us or the techniques that are being used, let us know in the comments below. How's it going, Darlene?
Going really well. Thank you, Sigourney, for having me today. I'm super excited to show you guys the nail art that I've created using OPI's newest HD glitters.
Beautiful. How many shades are in the HD glitter collection?
Yes, great question, Sigourney. So in our high definition glitters collection, we have 6 shades. Our first shade here you will see is called Optical Nail Illusion. Then we have Halo There, which is a beautiful halo shade. Next, we have our gold called Depth Leopard. My favorite, which is this pinky that has a little bit of blue shimmer in it as well, Multi-Dimensional Diva. And for us people that love purple, we have reserved comments for later. And last but not least, perfect for New Year's, Twilight Tones, a nice black that has a little bit of silver shimmer in it. So here are the high definition glitters that I will be working with today to show you guys these 3 looks that I've designed specifically for today's Tech Talk. Super cute, right? And they're also very easy to do. So the first one here that I'll be showing is lights, Christmas lights, decorative lights, but using the high definition glitters and using all 6 of them. It's kind of a different twist. Lights are very festive during the holiday season, but usually we use just, cream shades, but I wanted to change it up a little bit and then show you guys how we can use it with our high definition glitters because they're so opaque. Then here, I'm going to show you a really cool layering technique where it's using a candy cane kind of gumdrop looking design, but then I put on top Optical Nail Illusion so that it can give you a little bit of that dimension. And then last but not least, my little ornament here using Halo There, the shimmer and the shine is just phenomenal. So let's get started.
These are so beautiful. And for those of you who are just joining, we are with our very own Darlene Cedarpan, also known as Nails by Darlene, who's using our HD glitter collection to show you beautiful holiday designs. So if you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. And we'd also love to hear where you're watching from.
Thank you, Sig. So here, for the sake of time, I've already applied 2 coats of alpine snow. So here it is, 2 coats alpine snow, and I've cured each coat for 30 seconds. And obviously, of course, always put a base coat down, right? So now I will take my black onyx. Now, when you're doing line work, because I am going to do a little bit of line work here, when working with black onyx or working with any kind of gel polishes, what I really like to do, and one of my big pro tips, is to remove the inhibition layer. So the inhibition layer is just the tacky layer, right? I take NAS 99 and a lint-free nail wipe, and I remove the inhibition layer, taking off the tacky layer so that when I do my line work, it stays nice and still. It won't flood and it won't continue to pull. So just taking a little bit of my black onyx, applying it here to my palette. Then with my nail art brush, I'm going to just kind of create a swirl. And the best thing about Christmas lights is that it doesn't matter. It's not supposed to be perfect. The swirl, you can do it however you want. So whatever's easiest. I'm just going to keep it really organic. Starting from the bottom, getting a little fun with it, going a little higher. And then maybe bring it down and start to swirl and tangle it up a bit, because we know Christmas lights always get tangled. And just keeping my lines as thin as possible. And that's why it's really important to remove that inhibition layer, so that now my lines stay nice and put. They're going to stay nice and still. All right, and just making sure my curves are nice and straight. So that's kind of fun. I changed it up a little bit. Now I'm going to flash cure it just to hold everything together. So what is a flash cure? Flash cure just means that I'm going to cure it for less than 5, maybe 2 to 5 seconds, so everything stays in place for me. Then I'm going to now continue. So all Christmas lights have a little bit of, I guess it's where the lights are being held, right? So yeah. I'm going to put 6 here. 1, 2, 3, and just putting them randomly and keeping them nice and small. 3, maybe we'll go here. 4, 5, we need 1 more. We'll go here. So now we have 6. And once again, I'm going to flash cure just to hold everything together. And I'm going to bring all 6 of my shades out now. So here are my 6 shades.
How long are you flash curing for?
I'm going to be flash curing for about 2 seconds, 2 to 5 seconds, just so that it holds everything together.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes. And then always clean your brush. So I clean my brush to get rid of the black onyx that's on the nail. And starting with all 6 of my shades, so starting with Optical Nail Illusion, applying a little bit to my palette. Next, I have Halo there. Everyone loves a good halo, right, Sig?
Yes, I personally love that shade from the collection.
Then we have Depth Leopard. Multi-Dimensional Diva. Alrighty. Moving on to our next step, I'm just going to take a little bit of Optical Nail Illusion to create my first light bulb. And just kind of making it look like a teardrop shape, and then cleaning my brush every single time. And it doesn't matter what order you want to go in. What I love, Sig, is that the viscosity of these gels, specifically for high definition glitters, they have such a nice thick viscosity that it doesn't flood like other gels do, because there isn't a lot of clear gel. It's actually a lot more of it is the glitter itself, and we're using really high grade glitters, because not all glitters are created the same. Look how easy this is, right? There we have it. And now I will fully cure it for a full 30 seconds.
It looks so beautiful. And that was really fun to do. I love the swirl, naturally.
So now that it's curing, this is what our final look will look like once I apply my Stay Shiny top coat, right? We always want to make sure that we apply base coat, all of our shades, and always finish it off with top coat and remove the inhibition layer for that really nice high shine. Here we go. Using my Stay Shiny top coat.
people are tuning in and saying hello. For those of you who are just joining us, thank you so much for spending time with us today. We are here with our very own Darlene, also known as Darlene on Instagram. She is one of our OPI education managers, and today she's showing us how to use our high definition glitter shades to create beautiful holiday nail art.
So our next look sig is going to be candy cane inspired, but I'm going to pair it with our high definition glitters optical nail illusion. It has incredible opacity, and I kind of want to show you guys what I mean by that, because if you see here, this is just one coat, okay? The opacity is amazing, but because of the glitters and the types of glitters we're using here, it still has the ability to show through or have you see all of the other shades below it. So it kind of gives that glittery shimmer effect to the candy cane look, right? We always do a nice cool candy cane look during the holiday season, but just to change it up a bit, pairing it with optical nail illusion is the way to go. But I want to show you guys, look, this is just one coat. Look at what it looks like and how it applies on the second coat. I mean, the viscosity is so nice and thick, and that's not something to be afraid of. The thicker viscosity is good because then it won't flood the cuticle area. And that also means that there isn't a lot of gel. A lot of the times when we purchase any type of glitters, there's always so much gel and not enough glitter in the bottles. Now, what we wanted to make sure that we did is that we avoided that. We wanted to make sure that our glitters and our HD glitters had lots and lots of high grade glitter so that you don't have to get rid of all of the gel, right? We do that quite often as nail techs where we're like, oh, let me take out some of the gel and then place the glitter where it needs to go. You don't have to do that with this, which is great. So
Darlene, are
here
these
we
shades
have,
available in other franchises, or is it just gel color?
yes, that's an amazing question. So high definition glitters is only available in gel color for our nail professionals, but of course for our consumers, if you want high definition glitters, you can always go to the salon to get it applied on you. But the reason why it is only available in gel color is the way that the product suspends, right? It needs that gel suspension base in order to really give you this full high definition effect. We did try to do it in nail lacquer and it just didn't give that same effect. And because we are OPI and we want to make sure we're always giving the best quality products, we decided that it was best to just keep this within our gel color system.
Makes total sense. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So here I've already pre-prepped the nail. For the sake of time, I have applied 2 coats of Alpine Snow on top of my Stay Strong base coat. And now I'm going to use Big Apple Red, which is my favorite red, but you can use any other red you want to as well for this look. I just really love Big Apple Red, but you can use Thrill of Brazil. You can even use Ready for the Holidays, which is a part of our Shine Bright collection. So I'm applying it to my palette, just taking a little bit. And what's great about the candy cane too is that it doesn't need to be perfect either. You just got to make sure you start from the middle and then make sure your line is just a little bit curved. Leave a little bit of space and continue. And you're going to almost draw like a windmill almost. Windmill? I'm saying that funny. Keeping my lines nice and thin. And if line work isn't your thing, remove the inhibition layer, right? That'll always help.
How exactly does it help
bold.
removing the inhibition layer?
Say that again, I'm so sorry.
What does removing the inhibition layer do?
Yes, removing the inhibition layer, because it's gel on gel, you're removing kind of the slip. So that means that when you go to apply your line work, your lines are going to stay nice and still. Right? So kind of looking like a windmill right there. I'm going to flash cure because flash curing is my best friend.
That looks really good.
So what I'm really doing now is after I finish my windmill, I'm just thickening up every other line. The reason why I want to do that is because if you really look at a candy cane, there's variances in the thickness of the red peppermint. So I just want to thicken up every other line. And remember, just to keep that curve, because that's what really gets you that effect. It's just getting you that curve. Thickening it up here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right?
Is there any way to
like
adjust a line that's already been flash cured?
To adjust a line that's already been flash cured? No. So unfortunately, if you've already flash cured the line, that means that it's permanent, it's stuck, it's there. The only way you could really kind of fix that, you can lightly buff it, or you can use a nail file to kind of remove a little bit of the color, but it might affect your base shade that's underneath.
That makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. So here we have it. Now I'm going to actually cure a little bit longer because I don't want it to be a flash cure. I just realized that. You don't want to under cure either, right? So when you're flash curing, you can flash cure thinner lines to hold things in place. But if you're using quite a bit of space like I am when I was applying the red, and something like Big Apple Red is so highly pigmented, you want to make sure that you follow the manufacturer's instructions and cure it for a full 30 seconds before you apply any other shades on top.
Beautiful. Darlene, we have Cheryl Cook from New Zealand saying hi. I believe she's one of our educators.
Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl, yes. Oh, miss you so much. All the TTTs. We had so much fun together. Thank you for joining us, Cheryl. And thank you everyone else for joining to come watch us. So now I'm going to apply just one coat of Optical Illusion, just to kind of give you that effect. And it's okay if you get a little bit of the red on your brush. That doesn't mean that it wasn't fully cured, okay? There's pigment sometimes when it does cure, they rise to the top. Those pigments don't get laid underneath the gel. And all you have to do is just make sure that you remove it from your brush before you place it back in the bottle so that you don't cross-contaminate. So I will cure that for 30 seconds and then top it off with my Stay Shiny top coat.
It looks so beautiful and you make it look so easy. It's just also the perfect accent nail to any holiday set. I love it.
Thank you, Sig. Yeah, no, this is definitely one of my favorite looks. I always do holiday nails. I always love red too. Actually, I love red year round, to be quite honest. So I love when I can just kind of incorporate reds or any type of Big Apple Red or Thrill of Brazil into my nail art as well. Just keeps it nice. Just red is so classic, but it's still fun. And so here we go, applying my top coat.
Saying it looks good enough to eat.
Oh, yay! But I don't recommend it, guys. Don't recommend eating it. So there's different ways to do it, right? So if you want to kind of have more red in your candy cane, or you want to have more white, it's really up to you. And if I'm going to show you both of them once that's done curing, it really doesn't matter. They all look super fun, super festive, and perfect for the holidays. And not only is it great for, this type of look or this design itself, but Optical Illusion is the perfect glittery, like see-through, but still very opaque. I don't know how it does it because it's just in the technology. It's kind of incredible. So here you guys go.
Would it be possible to get a close-up of the bottle and like the color in it?
Yes, of course. Let me show you. So here is Optical Nail Illusion. And let me show you guys what that looks like. I mean, look at that. And just look also, like I'm holding the gel and it's not dripping, right? Most gels, if you pick it up from the bottle, it just starts to drip a little bit. This, zero drip, so very, very high viscosity. Look at that. Yes, and that's just one of the shades. I know, right? That's only one of the shades too. We have so much more.
So one of the things I really loved about this collection also is the amazing nail videos we were able to capture to show off these shades. We have some like ASMR type of content on Instagram at our OPI_professionals channel of like these really nice macro shots of the color application. And it's just like every nail tech's dream of like glitter galore. It's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, like if I could just wear these all year and just bathe in these glitters, I totally would. But perfect time to wear it. Exactly. If I could just swim in it, I totally would. So my next look, Sig, is this gorgeous little adorable ornament using Halo There. And it's super, super easy. I've already applied my base coat and I've applied 2 coats of one of my favorite nudes. I love this nude because honestly, it looks good on almost everyone. It's very neutral and it doesn't have too much pink, right? But it also is not too warm or too cool either. So do you take layaway? So I've applied 2 coats. Yes, I've applied 2 coats already. And now, same thing, I'm going to remove the inhibition layer just to make my life a little bit easier for those black lines later.
What I love about this look is that it is an unconventional holiday design. Most people are oftentimes, we think, oh, green, red, white, glitter. But to add like a neutral base shade, I think makes this holiday look way more wearable for a little bit longer. Because sometimes if we're into those traditional colors, it seems they get a little bit tired after 2 weeks. But this, like, I feel like I could wear longer.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Sig. I do love the holiday shades as well, you know, like you said, the golds and the greens and the reds, but this feels so wearable that I can wear it anytime, really, these types of shades. And the grow out is so nice as well. And it goes with all of your outfits, right? Because during the holiday season, who knows what we want to wear? This will complement anything from head to toe.
One of the most commonly asked questions I get is which nude tones or which nude shades do you recommend for certain skin tones? For this shade in particular, do you take layaway? For which skin tones do you recommend it for?
So do you take layaway? It's pretty neutral, but it does tend to work well if you have kind of cooler undertones. So kind of the best way to understand like your skin tone is what undertones do you have? So when you wear jewelry, like do you wear rose gold jewelry, silver jewelry, or gold jewelry, right? So people that wear more silver jewelry, they're going to be more cool tone, right? That really complements your skin really well. But let's say you look much better in golds. Golds, that means you're going to veer more on the warmer side. And same thing with rose gold too. Rose gold can actually be pretty neutral.
That's really helpful. Thank you.
So now I am just going to just perfect my circle a little bit just by moving it around, right? And you can see the viscosity. I mean, it's really staying in place, Sig. It's amazing. And I just applied it with the bottle brush and just refined it a little bit with my nail art brush. And now I'm going to cure it. And I'm just going to do a quick flash cure. I'm not going to do a full cure because I still need to do the line work cure. And then I will do a full flash cure.
That circle was so perfect. I'm really impressed.
Thank you. Yes, I'm telling you, girl, remove that inhibition layer. It will make your life so much easier.
So beautiful.
So taking black onyx, I am going to draw a straight line to the top of the nail, keeping it nice and thin. And then at the very top of my ornament, draw another perpendicular line. I'm going to thicken it up a little bit.
Darlene, you are our line work queen. Do you have any advice for those who are like me, for example, try to stray away from line work as much as possible? Do you have any advice on like how to like get your brush ready for line work, or any tips you can give us?
Well, you are in luck, Sig, because I actually have a bonus nail art. So it's so funny that you brought that up. And my bonus nail art is all line work. And I decided to pair this with the ornament because I think it complements it really well. Also, you know, the ornament look, it's nice as, you know, the hero finger, right? But you wanna pair it with something on what happens on the other fingers, right? That's what we call a design scape. Design scape is like all 5 of the fingers. So I'm definitely going to show you how to do this and how to all of my tricks on line work, because I do love line work. I think that people underestimate, you know, the OPI gels and saying like, oh, I can't do line work with it. You totally can. There's tips and tricks, just understanding the product. So one of them for sure, removing the inhibition layer, but also the nail art brush that you use is really important. I personally, this is a super old OPI brush I got, I think, when I first started working here. And it's super, super old, but I prefer natural bristles. So if you're using synthetic bristles, they're great when you are working with gel or hard gels, right? But for line work specifically, it's just my personal preference. I like to use natural hairs and also keeping it kind of long.
Is there a way to know how to spot the difference between synthetic and natural bristles?
So it depends. Usually you can see the color, but you can really feel it. You can feel it. And they'll always let you know too if it's like a Kolinsky. They'll let you know if it's synthetic or if it is natural. If you see that there are colors, they put color on the brush, they turn it black, or they turn some of the shades different browns, you'll be able to kind of feel it a little bit more because there's a lot of dyes that they put on top of the nail art brushes. So what's important though when you're doing line work, Sig, is that your brush is long. What people think is that, oh, let me cut my brush down. When you cut the brush down, what happens is that the product is gonna bundle up, right? And it becomes like a little ball. So that's why if you notice when I'm pulling my lines, when I do pull my lines, what I do, and I'm gonna show you here first, this one I already have pre-made and ready to go. I'm just going to apply a little bit of alpine snow for this look. And when I pull the product, I'm pulling it to the side instead of just dipping in there, right? When you dip in there, what happens is that all of your product will pull to the tip. That we don't want that, right? What we want to do is pull our product out to the side. Make sure that we are getting product all into the brush and it looks like this.
This close-up shot is everything.
Yay! Then my other pro tip is to make sure that you keep your brush flat. Don't use the tip of your brush. Lay your brush flat. So the brush itself is kind of going to do all of the work for you, because the bristles are already straight.
Mm-hmm. Why am I holding my breath while I'm watching you do this?
Oh, I hold my breath too. Oh yeah, that's actually another pro tip. Hold your breath. It's a funny one, but I think a lot of nail techs actually do this. We hold our breath when we are doing line work, so that we don't move as much. But I don't think I think it's all mental. I don't think that it really does much. I think it's all in our head. Kind of like, when we apply mascara, we like open our
You gotta
mouth
open
as
your
if
eyes
it's
all
gonna.
day.
Yeah, exactly. As if opening your mouth is gonna, apply the mascara any better.
That's so true. That's a good point. I think these are like nail tech problems. Awesome. Well, those are really good pro tips for line work. Thank you so much. I've always just admired your ability to create such crisp, fine lines. So thank you for sharing your secrets.
Thank you for having me, Sig. Another tip I actually have for line work, start in the middle. Because then you'll know that it's equally spaced. So if you notice, I started off with this line first and now I'm building out. So then everything can stay equidistant. If I had started with, let's say, my bottom line here, and then I continued to gradually go up, sometimes I might not be able to fit it all, or it might not all be equal. So kind of important, or a little bit of a trick for you guys.
I'm looking at the chat on Facebook, Darlene, and Stephanie asked a question. Can you remind us what glitter shade you used to create the ornament?
Yes. Thank you, Stephanie. So for the ornament here that I just applied top coat on, I used Halo There. So let me give you guys a close up of Halo There so you can really see what I'm talking about. This is the one that has the halo effect, right? Because Halo There, get it? Hee hee, punny. But look at this. Look at that.
It's so stunning.
I mean, they truly are multi-dimensional. Alrighty, so here we go. We have our looks ready. Applying some top coat, and then always remember, remove the inhibition layer so you can bring that nice high shine. Did you know, Sig, that it actually matters the percentage of alcohol to water in your cleanser to bring out the shine in the nail?
I did not realize. Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Yes. So NAS 99 specifically, right, is 99% isopropyl alcohol and less than 1% water. If you were to go to the drugstore or something, you'll see, yes, they have isopropyl alcohol, but really they're going to have 70%, they're going to have 80%. Rarely do you ever see 99%. So 99% isopropyl alcohol is going to make sure that it removes the inhibition layer so cleanly that you have an extremely high shine.
So in essence, NAS 99 is like the holy grail of IPA.
Pretty much, yes. It is the holy grail of IPA. You are right.
Very cool.
Alrighty. So here are all of our looks. Let me show you all of our looks that we've done today. Wow, look, starting with our lights, moving on. I mean, look at the dimension in the candy cane look. And then moving on to our ornament. And last but not least, because they just pair so well together, holiday stripes. And guys, last but not least though, did you guys know that it's Sigourney's birthday today? Happy birthday, Sig. Please write in the chat, happy birthday to my bestie work friend.
Thank you so much, Darlene. Those nails were absolutely stunning. You made it look so easy. I think there's a look for almost any type of nail person. So thank you so much for showing the versatility, your amazing pro tips. Make sure to follow her at Nails by Darlene. And thank you so much for your time. We wish you all happy holiday season, and we'll catch you all next time. Thank you.
Bye.